Hey guys, welcome back to Chismosas y Mimosas. I'm Stevie.
And I'm JayJay.
And today we're talking about embarrassing drunk stories with our guest,
my bitch Nicole.
So we hope that you guys will sit back and enjoy.
And get drunk.
We decided to try a new type of mimosa. Maybe you guys should start joining along. I'm gonna put the recipe down in the description. It's basically
sherbet.
Mm-hmm.
But I added some vodka.
You know this bitch.
I gotta have my vodka.
So it's just some rainbow sherbet. Of course you can use orange or lime, whatever you prefer. A little touch of orange juice, a lot of champagne, or vice versa.
And some vodka, or you can skip all that other shit and just do the vodka.
Anyways guys, let's get started with today's episode.
Alright guys, so this is my bitch Nicole right here. We've known each other,
God, forever.
I was what, 18?
Yes.
19?
And I was like 21.
Working at Caro's.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Do you remember that? Was it
Yeah, too. I remember. I used to go out there and visit you guys. Yeah, I remember.
Yep. Crazy story.
Crazy days.
This bitch would get me into the bars because you're...
Yes. I was like 21, so you were like
19. You're like,
19.
How old are you right now?
36.
All I ever said was, you were 21 and I wasn't, and able to get me into the... Remember we used to go to Chico's?
Yes, that was the best
all
part.
the time.
I've never been to Chico's.
We used to get so drunk there though.
It was fun.
It was fun. And it was always like 80s night. They'd either be playing 80s movies on the TV or they'd have porn.
Oh.
They would either have porn playing on the TV.
But it was like
movies.
creepy shit. It was like...
It was just cocks, guys sucking cocks.
Okay, I don't get that. Do you remember we went to go have drinks with like Slacks and Crystal, and they were playing White Man Can't Jump, and there's that scene where what's her name's having sex or whatever. I was sitting there and I was going, this is uncomfortable. Do they realize there's a sex scene on? And then like the TV's over here, but it reflects off the window we were at, so I was just watching it.
It's just sex, right? Yeah. Why are you all awkward and shit?
Because I was like, there's sex playing on the TVs. Nobody. I'm like, what if somebody gets all aroused and they're like, ooh, baby, watch this with me.
That's the whole point.
I get it now.
No, they had like this one part on the compilation. It was like a video compilation.
Yeah, it was like
it was like a
like
bunch of different things.
did they have it on
Like,
sale?
well,
Like
I used to make
Starbucks?
those. But it would be like, there was one part I'll never forget. It was like a bunch of young Asian boys like having like a pillow fight with their underwear.
Oh my god.
And then like afterwards it was like a camera going into a dirt hole. I'm like, what is that supposed to mean?
Are you going back to the other side or what?
Yeah, I remember that.
So speaking of bars and stuff, we're talking about drunk stories tonight. Drunk stories.
We're about to be very embarrassed today.
Cause shit's about to get real. So, what's your favorite drink?
Honestly, my favorite drink, I drink wine.
This bitch drinks wine.
I like wine.
Now,
I drink like 2 bottles.
Now she drinks wine.
What was your drink of choice when you first started drinking?
When I first started drinking, I would drink Midori Sour. Have you ever had those?
Yes, remember we used to drink those all the time.
See, actually, after Midori Sours, I switched to rum and coke.
Yes, yes, rum and coke. This bitch was actually the one who got me on E&J. Anybody who knows me knows that E&J is my drink.
We drink a bottle before we get to
Anyone
work.
who's ever partied with me knows that's my shit.
You're gonna come over her house, bring a bottle of E&J. You don't know what to get her for her birthday or for Christmas, bring her a bottle of E&J.
This bitch is the one that started it all because we used to get drunk.
Because I was cheap.
Yes! Hella cheap. Remember that was for your birthday at Belly's? And everyone was just buying you shots.
People I didn't know at Bally's was freaking like, oh, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, get her a drink. So I'm on like drinking and I was good inside the bar, but I went outside, hit that cold air.
Oh yeah.
And the next thing I knew is there were pictures of me on the floor inside the trash can. They seriously had to have my brother come pick me up in his van. And I threw up, I guess, all in his van.
Oh,
and my, I think Brandon was saying like, I turned my head and I was just like, blah, 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 blah. He was so pissed about it. And then I guess I got home and I went to take a shower in my mom's bathroom. And for some reason I went right through the door.
Shut the fuck up.
Like it had one of those showers, the shower sliding doors. And I don't remember it. Brandon told me about everything, but I made the shower door fall off the hinge. And thank God I didn't break it, but it was just like popped off.
Oh, yeah.
And then Brandon took a picture of me.
I seen that
half in the shower, half out. My ass in my underwear with a giant piss stain. She fucking texts that picture to everyone who was at my party.
I don't. I have went through so many phones since then.
Oh my god, the next day everybody was texting
How old
it to
did
me.
you turn? How old, what birthday?
25. I was turning 25 years old. It was a milestone, I remember. Raina said that I was in the shower singing myself happy birthday.
So, I have a really embarrassing story. It was the day before Thanksgiving. I decided to go out with Paul's best friend's wife. So, we went out. The next morning, I wake up and there was a trash can next to me. So I just started throwing up, right? And I was like, oh.
You were like, thank God it's there.
Yeah, and Paul was and Paul was pissed. He was like, how much did you fucking drink last night? Like, he was getting all mad because I went out drinking, da-da-da-da-da. So, he's like, okay, you have to go with me to get tamales, you know, because my family's coming over. And I was like, oh, please no. And I was in my pajamas, right? So I get in the car and I'm in the passenger seat. I put it all the way back and the sun's just hitting me. It's hot.
The worst where you have to try to be normal.
Yeah, and I was just like in my pajamas and we get to the tamale place and I'm just mentally not trying to throw up, okay, because I hate throwing up. We make it to his grandmother's house where we used to live with his grandmother. And I opened the door and right there I just lost it, right? So I straight up rolled out of the car onto the floor and I was laying on the concrete and I was just throwing up and shitting in my
envisioning this right now.
Dude, really?
Just shitting on
I rolled out, dude, I was throwing up and like it was just coming out of every end. Down my, it was
That's the worst.
It's disgusting, okay? I'm sorry. Okay, it was gross.
Who hasn't been there?
And if you haven't, you will, so.
You haven't got that drunk yet.
No one's get judgment.
You haven't lived if you haven't got drunk and shit your pants. Because I've done it.
I haven't shit my pants.
So, I was like, God damn it! And he's like, oh man.
I can
He's
just
like, not even supporting me in any sort of way.
Nikki, come on, Nikki.
Yes, not even fucking being sensitive about it at all. And I'm like, I swear, I didn't even drink that much. And I'm like, and like, everything. And she's all, and so, come to find out, a couple of his family members already showed up. So how am
Happy
I?
Thanksgiving.
And they're all like, you know, Thanksgiving dressed nice, and I was trying to.
She has to walk in with shit pants.
Exactly. So like, he gets a robe. Like that's gonna make it better.
Get some air spray.
Not even air spray, just a robe. And I put on the robe, and I literally have shit down to my ankles. Okay, it was so gross. I'm so sorry.
He didn't at least hose you down.
Nothing.
Outside of I would have been like that. Hit the hose.
Mind you, this is when we like first kind of started dating. So like I've been with him maybe 6-7 months, and I never met his family. So this is the first time.
Oh, fuck. What an impression.
I mean, but you're still with him.
Yeah, 18
Going
years,
strong.
18
going
years
strong.
later.
Well, I actually shit myself once from being drunk.
Well, let's hear that.
And this was at the other apartment. Remember when we used to live across over there? You remember? You remember?
You shit it up there?
Yes, you remember. So my aunt was here and Brienne, and we were in the pool, and we were drinking all day, and we were in the sun, and I was drunk. And I started throwing up in the pool. But luckily, because we were in the pool. No. I didn't throw up in the pool. I started throwing up.
Was it your fault that one time they had to drain the pool, JayJay?
Was that me? That wasn't me. So anyways, luckily my aunt had like a big cup because we were drinking. So I just started puking into the cup, and it was like, the cup, it was like a 32-ounce cup, and I overfilled that shit.
Oh, dude,
and
no.
so like we go upstairs, and whenever I'm drunk and I have to throw up, I go in the shower. Like that's my go-to.
Same.
I go in the shower
smart.
because I know I'm gonna piss my pants because I have no. Every time I throw up, I pee my pants. So I have to throw up in the shower or on the toilet or something. So I get in the shower, I'm naked, I'm puking. My aunt's like, Jessica, calm down. What's wrong? You know, I'm puking in the shower, and then all of a sudden I see all this stuff coming. And I'm don't do that. You shit yourself in the shower? I shit myself in the shower, and I'm like puking because okay, I'm on all fours in the shower. The water
Centipede and shit.
The water's
I'm just visualizing.
It happens. I was drunk. So anyways, luckily I was in the shower. The water's coming down on me. I'm puking, and I just see like I can't myself. And I'm like, what is that? And I just hear my aunt, you're shitting there. Stop it, I'm a dog. Shit it. And I die. But I just hear my aunt, you're shitting yourself! You're shitting! And my aunt's like, it's okay. All the bad stuff's coming out of you.
Well, at least she's supportive.
But luckily I was in the shower, so she was just like hosing me down with the water. I shit myself in the shower. Fun. What was your first time being drunk?
Okay. Well,
How old were you?
13.
Ooh, girl.
13. I was really young. I was a bad girl.
I was 11. I was 11 the first time I got super drunk, but go.
Oh my god, I do not
I
condone
grew up-
underage drinking.
No, we do not condone underage
No,
drinking.
don't. No,
Bad.
no. You know, close to half.
What was it?
I think it was Smirnoff. So I drank, I just kept taking, you know, shots, right? And I grew up in Illinois, okay? So Chicago. When you see ditches here in California,
What's a ditch?
exactly. Over there, when the winter hits you, it's like snow up there. So when it melts,
I've never seen snow.
they have these huge like ditches, you know, where the snow kind of like
No, I
the snow
don't.
melts. It's like a big ass gap in the goddamn street. There's a reason why I'm telling you about the ditch, okay?
Because you were in it, huh?
Exactly. So I got really drunk. Remember, I fell asleep at the house on the front bench of the, you know, house. They had like a bench that was in the front of the house.
Okay.
I fell asleep. My friend's mom picked us up. Thank God she was cool. So she picked me up and I threw up all over her goddamn makeup. She was a makeup artist.
Ooh, bitch!
So
Ooh.
it's like they were trying to take care of me.
She's like, it's okay, honey, I'll just get it off.
Basically,
I can resell it. I can resell
basically,
it.
she was so nice.
She's the now owner of Ulta.
That's why they reused it.
She mastered it and it was gone.
So they left me for like a couple seconds alone. And for some reason my head felt like it weighed like 1,000 pounds. So I just kept walking backwards. Until I ended up in the fucking ditch.
There's the ditch! And there's the ditch.
So when was the last time you got drunk?
This was with her. Oh, it was horrible.
Oh my god, it was so much fun.
Horrible.
I didn't even get drunk though.
That's why
so
I
weird.
saw her and I was like, are
The
you?
next day we were at San Clemente.
Yeah, seriously, I was just shocked. Jessica was like totally fine.
We go over, it's a Saturday night before Super Bowl, and I didn't know you had already had a bottle of wine before I got there.
Yeah.
And we were still drinking wine.
So I drank wine.
So she drank a bottle of wine before I got there. So when I got there, we had 2 bottles of E&J, beer, and wine.
It was horrible. The last thing I remember was going to a liquor store and I farted.
Oh my god! She's trying to crop dusting. We went to the liquor store and we're paying for our liquor. And this bitch looks at me, she's like, I farted. Tell me why that shit stunk so bad. Like, it followed us to the car. I was like, Nicole, we need to go in and apologize.
Okay, so the next day I woke up and it was
Which
like
was Super Bowl Sunday, and this bitch was supposed to have like a
party potluck.
and she was supposed to cook all this food.
Yeah, didn't happen. So I woke up and I was like still drunk. It was like 6 in the morning. I was still buzzed. I knew I was buzzed because I was laughing. I was like, I don't know why. I just remember that. I was like, and I even thought in my head, I was like, I think I'm still drunk. Decided to drink some water and go back to bed thinking that everything was gonna be fine. Oh hell. And I was like, I feel so bad. I was like, I don't remember what happened. Like I blacked out. So I go into the bathroom and I'm sitting on the toilet and all of a sudden I woke up and I was in the tub and I was slouched over, like, you know, the bathtub, like with my pants down, mind you. So like how you were probably in
That's what I'm envisioning.
So slouched over, my ass all out, and I was like, and I don't remember shit. I blacked out for like a second. It just went black, and I remember seeing like weird shit. And I was like, I could hear my breathing, and I woke up, and I was like, oh my god, what the hell am I doing in the bathtub? So I get up, and I'm like, oh my god. So I look in the mirror, my face is like blue, like I just died. So I go.
You had so much pressure on your lungs.
It was so bad. I think I just died.
Girl, did you see the white pearly gates? And they said, girl, you're not welcome. It's natural time.
It's not my time. Like thinking about my life, and I'm like, what did I do? And I was like, oh, I'm never drinking again. Drinking. And yeah.
Cheers to never drinking again. Clang clang.
Yeah, it was bad. Bad. Okay, what there?
And I remember I had the shits because you know the morning shits afterwards when you drink.
Yeah, when you're drinking
and
and
I
all
was
the
like,
girl.
oh my god, and I couldn't make it home.
We had a giant pizza. That
And I
was
remember
ordered, too.
it was I was coming home from your house and I had to get off the freeway. There was a laundromat on the corner and I was like, fuck, I can't, like I'm gonna shit my pants right now. I pulled over and I went into that laundromat and I just had fucking the shit. And there was no toilet paper. And I had to use my boxers because I was wearing boxers for some fucking reason. And I had to use my socks. And I clogged the fucking toilet. What did you try to flush it? No, I didn't try to flush it, but I just clogged it with my shit. And
It's a solid shit.
I just threw everything in the trash and I left the toilet clogged and I ran out of there and went home. I'm sorry, laundromat over there. I'm sorry.
I've had one of those moments, but I just have an irritable stomach.
Got this bitch in her IBS.
Fuck. I had to take a massive shit after we ate. Went to Office Depot. Fucking sat, because it was like, you know, instant kind of moment, you know? Sat down, used the restroom, went to grab for paper, and there was no paper, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I was calling Raina's cell phone, and she's not answering. I fucking pull out my wallet, and I have that long ass receipt from CVS. Shut the hell. You know? And I literally went, and I was like, all right, let's make this work. So I basically was getting whatever was on my ass, pulled up my pants and everything, went into the next stall, and finished it off. You know, like wiped it. And I was scared to come out because I thought, I'm gonna come out with my pants down, somebody's gonna walk in the bathroom, I'm gonna be all,
Alright guys, I think we hit some really important topics today.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. I want to thank you, Nicole, for coming out and sharing your embarrassing stories with us.
Anytime. I had a blast. I love you guys.
Memories. Hey guys, once again, thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to like,
Subscribe.
and leave a comment in the bottom about an embarrassing story you may have had.
We want to know.
We really do.
I'm not the only one who shit my pants.
Me too.
Have you used your socks to wipe your ass? So thanks again, guys, for joining us for Chismosas y Mimosas. I'm Stevie.
And I'm JayJay.
And we'll see you guys next time.
I'm sitting there and I farted again. And I don't know what
At AJ's level, poor thing, was he still standing?
Yeah. And Juan